it's Johanna Fox. Holidays are around us and we all have gifts to buy, places to go, celebrations, and we always have that difficult situation where we have to think of something to bring. So instead of going out and buying something that's just impersonal, why not make fabric coasters? I'm going to show you how to make this quick, simple, easy sewing project so that anytime you are going to visit somebody, need to get a gift, you probably already have what you need in your craft supplies, and you will be walking in with a unique and thoughtful and useful gift. Let's get started. Here is what you need. Some fabric, and you will need 5-inch squares for each coaster. So I have 5 different fabrics. You don't have to make them different. They can be similar, but you will need 5-inch squares for each coaster. So you can cut them yourself from fabric that you have. A pair of scissors. You will need some clips or some pins. And if you're going to be cutting your fabric, you'll need a rotary cutter and ruler and mat. Or if you're using pre-cut, you do not need those. So you'll need a sewing machine and thread and a fresh needle if you haven't changed your needle. And if you're going to make some gifts into it, of course, you might want some ribbon. And that is it. This is simple and easy. So you will need to take 5-inch squares that you've chosen and coordinated, and you want to make sure that they're all the same, cut evenly. And you are going to choose one for the back. So you can see for these, I used 4 for front and 1 for the back. So I'm going to use this one for the back. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to fold the remaining 4 in half. And because they're square, it really does not matter which way you fold it. So I'm going to finger press these. If you want to use an iron to give it a press, you are welcome to it. But I'm going to just press these in half and get ready to lay them out. I will show you, for these batiks, they really didn't have a wrong side or a right side. When you are working with prints, obviously these have a right side and a wrong side, so you would fold these wrong sides together so that the print is facing up. And if it's directional, that will be up to you. For example, this is a leaf print that is directional, but I think it looks good either way. So it's completely up to you how you want to fold them. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take and lay out my 4 pieces that I just folded, and they are going to kind of be woven into the square. So I'm going to have my folded edges facing in, and I'm going to meet the corners and overlap one on top of the other in an L shape. Then I'm going to take my next one and do the same thing. So I'm lining the corners up and making sure that my folded edge is inside. So the final one we're going to be putting here, but we're going to make it woven. So we're going to, did you see what I just did? Oops, I'm going the wrong way. flip that up, and so now I have a woven square. I'll show you that one more time. So folds in, corners lined up, the outside edges, folds in, and then folds in, and then flip this up and put it under. How easy is that? So now I'm going to take my back piece and I'm going to put them right sides together. So again, with these batiks, they really don't have a right side or a wrong side necessarily. But if it was a print, again, so I would put my wrong sides facing up and my right sides together. So if this was the right side, these would be like that. And then what I am going to do is take some clips and clip them together so it doesn't move. If you have pins or you prefer pins, you can use pins. It's a personal preference. And then you can see this would be my back. Just make sure everything is smooth. And then we take it over to the sewing machine. We have our little woven coaster, and right now it's wrong sides out. And we have clips holding it together. And I am going to adjust my seam allowance to be about 1/4 inch. And I am going to stitch 1/4 inch all the way around. How quick and easy was that? So I have gone and sewed 1/4 inch around the edge. And sometimes if you turn it over, you can notice, this shifted a little bit, but it's really not going to matter. And when we turn it right side out. So what I'm going to do now is take my scissors. You can, if you want to trim off any threads, I'm going to clip my corners like so, which will make turning a little bit easier. So clip your 4 corners and we're ready for the magic. So let's turn it right side out. So go ahead and open to the inside and take your corners. I'm gonna go turn it right side out. And then you'll adjust. And poke out your corners. If your corners are being a little stubborn, you can use a chopstick or the eraser side of a pencil. Don't use anything too sharp. You don't want to poke a hole. But you will have some rounded corners. But just give it a little adjustment. I'll poke that out a little more. You can even hit it with an iron if you want, and you have a coaster. So how quick and easy would that be to make up 12, right? So much fun. I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy tutorial for gifts for when you visit friends and family or when you host those that you enjoy at your own home. One last tip that I really think you'll like is that you can use these coasters on the bottom of your wine glasses. So you take your stem, the foot, and you can just kind of fit it into, takes a little finagling, fit it in the middle, try not to break, like so, and you have a way for people to identify which glass is theirs, and you don't have to worry about them putting wet things down on your tables and making drips and stains. So how clever is that? I thank you so much for joining me in today's tutorial. Make time to make something. Happy holidays. Thanks. Bye.